Hello guys, Christopher here. Today I have some breaking news. Minions and Trolls and other Universal movies that are coming out are going to be banned from the AMC theaters and also Regal theaters. I'm going to play this video for you, and I'm going to put all this video in there. If it's too long, just skip it. Here we go.
Trolls World Tour single-handedly destroyed an entire movie theater experience. Let me explain. With the current state of the world, it makes sense to see that we're going through some changes, many of which will last in the long term. That's no different with movies, since theaters have been shut down everywhere with not much hope as to when they'll open up again. Of course, when you have some big blockbusters that were ready to come out and make bank, they either have to be delayed or instead be released on demand so everyone can watch at home. Trolls World Tour is the prime example of this, because Universal made the interesting decision to bring it digital. While this undeniably ruins the movie theater experience, you still really couldn't blame them, considering they had very few options. However, the consequences of moving Trolls on demand is having some incredibly lasting effects on the entire industry. You see, this made money. Lots of money. In the first 3 weeks it was available to public audiences, $100 million was achieved, and that's completely without theaters. It broke more than a few digital records, which eventually led to an announcement from Universal CEO Jeff Shell. Thanks to World Tour's success, they plan to release their movies both in the theater and on demand at the same exact time in the future, which immediately changes everything. That news itself was surprising, but it's not actually where the story ends. In a letter from AMC's president, he outlines the theater chain's next steps moving forward, and let's just say things aren't looking pretty. Going forward, AMC will not license any Universal movies in any of our 1,000 theaters globally on these terms. It is disappointing to us, but Jeff's comments as to Universal's unilateral actions and intentions have left us with no choice. Therefore, effectively immediately, AMC will no longer play any Universal movies in any of our theaters in the United States, Europe, or the Middle East. This policy affects any and all Universal movies per se, goes into effect today and as our theaters reopen, and is not some hollow or...
Is that shocking, everyone? It's shocking to me.
Ill-considered threat. Incidentally, this policy is not aimed solely at Universal out of pique or to be punitive in any way. It also extends to any movie maker who unilaterally abandons current windowing practices absent good faith negotiations between us, so that they as distributor and we as exhibitor both benefit and neither are hurt from such changes. Currently, with the press comments today, Universal is the only studio contemplating a wholesale change to the status quo. Hence, this immediate communication and response.
And also, I feel bad for Universal. Poor Universal. Put F for respects in the comments below if you feel bad for Universal.
Okay, this is big. Considering AMC is one of the most well-known movie theater chains out there, this isn't something we should just casually forget about. We will no longer be seeing animated movies like Minions Rise of Gru, Sing 2, or that Universal Mario movie in the works right now. You won't be able to find any of those in AMC theaters. But even after all of this, the story continues. Even Regal Cinemas is following in the footsteps of AMC, and now they're not going to be showing any Universal movies in their theaters. As you can probably imagine, this is unlike anything we've seen before. Still, who's on the right side of all this? Well, the fact of the matter is that these are both companies who want some extra money. Both of them typically share a mutually beneficial relationship with each other, but that turns into a problem when Universal decides to release movies digitally. I can't say I'm rooting for either side here, but speaking personally, I want to watch movies in theaters. It's expensive, but there's just something special about heading to the theater and seeing stuff you love on the big screen. That same feeling can't happen when I'm just sitting around on a couch at home, especially when I'm paying a similar amount for the digital version that I would have just paid in person. That's not right. If a deal can be made that returns to the status quo, then I'm all for it. Things may change soon, but as of right now, Universal movies are officially banned from AMC, Regal, and any other chains who decide the same. This will have lasting consequences on the movie industry, but we're just gonna have to wait and see what comes next. Hope y'all got your popcorn ready for the battle! But anyway, that's all for this video. Subscribe for more awesome cartoon videos. Give a thumbs up.
And that's the message, everyone. That was a message from Vale Skibble 94. So yeah, I think we're not going to see any Universal movies in AMC theaters or Regal cinemas anymore. So guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. This is Christopher signing off.